Hello.
Hello, we are back.
We're back and we're giddy. We're in a weird mood, so oh, well, hi you guys. Welcome to the Miles with Moms podcast. This show is for every mother runner, and our goal is to make you feel seen, supported, and like you're just going for a run with your friends. So, I'm Olivia.
I'm Shanna.
And we just want to say thank you. Sorry, we just tried to record this and we're re-saying it, which is always weird. If you guys are like voice noters or anything and you've ever had to like re-say what you were saying, it was always funny to have to re-say it. But we are so grateful to you guys for one being patient, and we have received so much love after we posted that we were restructuring. And yeah, we want to let you know that as far as like building community, being here for mother runners, sharing stories, ours and other people's, like that is still the goal, and you'll still be getting the same just genuine version of ourselves with that. So just thank you so much. And then also I just wanted to say, as far as we had posted about the Miles with Moms Shakeout Run in Chicago for any mamas who are running Chicago. We're still planning on it, okay? I'm going to be there. I was just saying, don't leave me hanging. And yeah, we'll be there. And I can assure you that there's going to be no pace that's like super fast. If there's a chair nearby, you will probably see me in it. There's a chair, hot chocolate. There's a solid chance I won't even be wearing running shoes. But we do have a little bit of a plan to go on like a 2 to 3 mile loop, but it's really up to you. There's just no pressure. I'm not huge into running a lot or the day before a race. Like I love to not do that. So yeah.
Yes, meet us at the club. It's going
Yeah.
down. At the corner. It's going down. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Thank you for that.
Just don't ask me to ever sing again because it'll hurt your ears. But where is the location and what time for our listeners?
The location is it's called the McCormick Place. We have the address posted. It's on like MLK Boulevard or something.
Awesome.
It's a hotel. I think it's a Hyatt, and then we're planning at 9 a.m. So yeah, we'll
So
reshare
exciting.
it, we'll repost it and everything so that you just have someone to, because Chicago will be filled with a gazillion people, and if you are traveling solo or even just like with your spouse or something, it's really fun to have someone to meet up with, and we are there for you.
So exciting. I'm going to have FOMO, but I'm so excited for everybody that's
I
running
know.
that day.
We'll get you on FaceTime.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it might be a little chaotic that day.
Yeah, probably.
Oh. It'll
Oh,
be
man.
you getting breakfast ready in the morning. I told you to sit down.
Yeah, yeah. They'll get real content from goes on behind the scenes over here. They're like, we
Exactly.
thought she had her shit together. She doesn't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
Well, we do have a mother runner shout out. We're actually going to call it the everyday hero because I feel like we just felt like mothers like aren't like recognized for what they do. Whether you are a full-time working mom, whether you're a single mom, whether you're a mom that stays home full time, or you do both. We just want you guys to be called what you are, the heroes of this world. So this was given by Hannah. And she says, hello, so never finished the message clearly. Oh, sure. Okay, so she goes on and sorry, I should have like proofread this. She said, Ryan has always supported my running, and recently he himself signed up for his first full marathon. Super proud of him. I am only willing to do the half because then I can go have brunch and a spritz as a reward. That's actually really smart. I really like her train of thought.
Yeah.
And the person who recommended your podcast was also a man, my friend and sort of coach, Gene Paul. That's really cool. We have men that are listening to our podcast. Let's see. I have a 10K coming up in October and aiming for my first sub 50, but mainly going to enjoy the music and the sights. Sending hugs and thanks again. Really enjoy listening to you guys. Well,
Aw,
good luck, Hannah, in your 10K. We hope you get your sub 50 minutes. You better reach out to us too so we can shout you out when you do.
Hmm.
But that's so rad. I love it. I love that there was a man that introduced our podcast to another mom
Yes.
and that we connected with her. So
That's super cool. I've actually never pictured a man like sitting down and listening
I
to our
know.
podcast. Like what? But I mean, it's great insight if you want to hear the other side of the coin, you know?
If you want to know what goes on through your wife's brain, just come
Yeah,
listen to our podcast. We can tell you.
exactly. Oh man. Well, how are you feeling?
Oh man. Well, all right.
Right
I did
into
work out.
it.
I know, right? I'm like, where do I start? The whole
Yeah.
whopping 6 weeks of being pregnant.
Yes. Anybody is new here, and especially because we are switching things up and we're on a new channel and whatnot, um, Shanna is pregnant with her seventh, and so it's super exciting. And yes, she says a whopping 6 weeks, but it is, I mean, still use anybody who's a mom knows that sometimes you can feel it right off the bat. So yes. Okay, go ahead. You're feeling all right.
Everybody needs a friend that justifies their friend. Um, literally, I can say anything and Olivia will have my back. Right there. Yes, you're right. No, it's okay.
No,
It's just
so
so funny. I
true.
love it so much.
She'll be like, "Oh, I was talking about this, and I don't even know if that was like on topic." And I'm like, "Well, then that's on them that they didn't see it that
Yeah,
way." Like every time. I got you.
it's the best. But yeah, no, I've been feeling pretty good. I had some like nausea episodes here and there. But usually I can keep it under wraps. Like it doesn't bother me too bad. Last night I got to do like my first like speed workout, like below the 6 minute range, which I feel like it's been a minute since I've done that. And I actually felt really good, other than just don't look at my dogs in between them because it just for me it was a little different paces. But for overall, like I felt pretty good. I don't feel other than like the need to have to pee all the time. I like totally forgot that that's a thing when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Like I just like I remember like in the past having to stop a lot to have to go pee because you just like when you have to go pee, you have to go pee like right
Yeah.
now. And like last night, I was doing this workout and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to pee so bad. But I'm like, hold it. You don't
Yeah.
want that elapsed time. And it's just so funny. Like it's something that's so little and like minuscule, but I feel it. Like it's those little
Mhm.
things in the first trimester that you forget about that really does like put a toll on your body in
Mhm.
different ways. So anyways, for those that are in their second and third trimester where peeing is probably so much more of an issue, I feel you. I'm just at the baby stages, so
Oh my gosh. No, it's so funny because it's true. Like it's true with the first trimester, and I was saying like we were talking to our friend too because she's in her first trimester as
yeah.
well, and it's just like you just don't know what you're gonna get that day. Like some days are super good, some days like you can run like 20 miles, and then there's another day where like 3 miles was the biggest battle you've ever fought, you know? And it's just so funny, like those little things, like having to pee all the time, like. Why? There's nothing pushing on your bladder.
I
Nothing.
know.
But whatever reason, like you feel like you have to pee all the time. And it's just those little things, you know? And yeah, I always was like, am I convincing myself of this? Am I just like wanting, because
Seriously.
with Charlotte, I found out so early, like the second I was like, oh, I could have missed my period today. I think I found out, you know?
That's so crazy.
So crazy. Well, because with Grayson, I didn't. And
I
so
know. That's
like
what's so crazy.
yeah, like it is, and it's funny because I'm like, so was it in my head some of it? Because I was like convinced that I needed like fried pickles all the time and stuff. But it's like you do crave these things, but it's also like just part of it is leaning into that stuff. Like you should be able to, if you're tired, lean into it. If you are feeling energized, lean into it. You know?
It's
Yeah.
so true. I think that's like the hardest part for me is like taking a step back, like, because you
Mhm.
can't see like a physical bump yet in the first trimester. So you're like, is this really a baby in there? Like, I feel different. My boobs, oh my gosh, you guys, that's another one. My boobs
Oh
hurt
my gosh.
so bad. Like, every day, I feel like I'm like
Oh
breastfeeding for the first
no.
time, like that soreness. And I'm like, I forgot that this was a thing. But yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, it's like because I don't have a bump yet. Like once I start seeing a bump, I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I
I
have an excuse to eat this extra plate of carbs again.
Yes. I was just telling Shanna yesterday, I was like, "Oh, I wish that you had a bump
Me
already."
too.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were even at the park and I was like, "Oh yeah, she's pregnant." And then the people we were with, they were like, "Oh." She
How
just
far
announced
along are you? Oh, 4 weeks.
she just took the test 12 hours ago.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so exciting. Like just all the it's nice though because then you get to enjoy every single step of it, and yeah, like
Yeah.
of course having a bump and everything, it feels like you can justify those things a little bit more, but it doesn't take away from like truly like the hormone shifts that are happening and the hormone dumps and like the boob soreness. Okay, I will never forget. Okay, so I did not know I was pregnant at this point. Like I should have known. I obviously I should have known.
Yeah.
I was probably like 18 weeks pregnant.
Wait,
And
tell them when you found out that you were pregnant. How
yeah,
far were
so
you?
with Grace and I was 21 weeks and 3 days. So it was almost 22
Like,
weeks. It is crazy. Like they were the same day that I found out about him, they were like, we if it wasn't 8 p.m. right now, we would do your anatomy scan. And I was like, I'll do it. I was like, I gotta let the dad know. Like I let him know there's a half cooked baby in here, or over half cooked. Like my friend thought I was pranking her, but I
that's
remember this
crazy.
time I was in Vancouver with my brother, and there was all these open houses, and we were like, let's go look at like there's beautiful homes. It was up in Canada, Vancouver, Canada, and there's amazing homes up there. And I remember I got really cold, but also my boobs were just hurting so much. And I was like, how do I explain to my brother that I can't stand up right now because my boobs hurt so much? But I don't know why. I thought it was just because I was really cold. So he was like, well, take my jacket. And like looking back at the temperature that day, it was probably 60 degrees. Like it was not actually cold at all. But I had no idea what was happening, obviously, in my body. But I just remember sitting in the car and they went inside and looked at this beautiful home and me just being like, oh, it hurts so much. And I just think about how stupid that was. Like,
I'm just like so mind blown that like 21 weeks. Like I remember listening to like those shows like on like
yeah.
not calling you a teen mom, but like the teen mom shows where it's like 16 and pregnant. And they're like, I
Yeah.
had no idea I was pregnant. I was like, how? How does
Yeah.
anybody hit that point? Like the moment I miss a period, I'm like, am I pregnant?
I-
Because my periods are
yeah.
just so like on the dot,
Yes.
right? Like it was even with you, like you were like, I'm 2 days into my period. You
Yeah,
should be
Shanna and I are
crying.
like 2 days apart, and I was like, "Okay, I just started mine today, so in 2 days we got to make sure that you check."
Yes.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I, I don't know because the thing is that people still, when they have like a full term baby, I'm like, how did you not know? Like I at
Yes.
least eventually figured it out,
Yeah. And
but
21 weeks, like you could hide like the baby could hide pretty good on some people. Yeah.
yeah. And honestly, he did. Like, I did not have, I felt like
Easy.
once I found out about him, I was like, whew, I can breathe. And I was just like, oh, I can have a little pooch. But I had gained a little bit of weight, but I was also trying, I was like, I had booked a trip to Hawaii and I was like, oh, I want to have like a cool six pack. And I could not get, like nothing was moving. And I was like, this is so weird. Like, I couldn't run. I was like, why can't I run very well? And I had like re-upped my Peloton subscription. I was like, maybe it's because I'm not using that or whatever. It was so funny. I could not figure it out. And I was like, it's just this pooch. And I kept saying it to anybody who would listen. I was like, it's just right here. And then one day I remember being like, is that my uterus? And thinking about it now, that was probably like 2 days before I found out. And then I was like, could I be pregnant?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so I kept joking about it to also anybody that would listen. I'd be like, I'm pregnant. I just ate a whole box of Pop-Tarts. I'm pregnant. Ha ha. And then it turned out I was really pregnant. So telling those same people, like, I wasn't kidding, guys.
So when you went into the doctors, like what made you originally go into the doctors to discover that you were pregnant?
I didn't. It was like in the morning. Well, I told you I had that coyote following me, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
something is happening because my dad had passed like a week and a half before that.
Yeah.
And I was like, something is telling me, is this his spirit? Is it he like
Yeah.
a coyote now? I was like on Native American land in Vegas. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's an omen. And so, anyway, I had a feeling that something was happening, but then I went in to go and I had to do my ACLS certification, which is advanced
Okay.
cardiac life support. And so I could not focus. And I was like, I've been really constipated. I should go buy a laxative. And so I was like doing CPR on this mannequin and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up on this mannequin. And so I
Wow.
went to I ended up going to the bathroom and throwing up. And we had a lunch break. I went and I bought a laxative. And then I also bought a pregnancy test, and the girl at the counter was like, "Girl, I have been there." And I was like, "Which one was it for you?" And she was like, "Well, my laxative is 5 years old now." And I was like, or like 6 years old, and I was like, "Uh-oh." So anyway, and then yeah, I just went pee, and I like snuck it in my uniform up my sleeve.
Yeah.
That thing lit. I took it out of the wrapper, and it was like, "Don't bother peeing on this." It was like lit up. It was lit up like a Christmas tree. It was like, "You're pregnant." Like, walk yourself over to labor and delivery, but
That's
it was
crazy.
late, so I didn't know what to do. But luckily there was a women's health care center open until like 8 p.m. And so I needed my cert. I was like, I'll finish my certification and then I'll go. I was
Gosh.
like freaking out. I was like, am I really pregnant? This is crazy. Like to just because I was not, I think
Yeah.
I was not planning for that at all. So yeah, I went and then they were like, "Oh, you already took the P test. You don't even need to be here." And I was like, "No, I'm like really confused. I'm like, you need to educate me." Like, and so they were like, "Well, our blood work thing is that our like phlebotomist, she's gone. So we could give you an ultrasound, but if you're only like 8 weeks, not much is gonna show up on there." I was like, "Give me the ultrasound. I'm fine with that." So when they
Yeah.
took me to the back room and they did the ultrasound, she didn't know I didn't know. And so she was like, "Oh my gosh, your baby boy is so cute." And I was like, what? I'm so sorry. So I stood up and I was like, no, you don't understand. I'm very confused. I was like, she was like, no, you're 21 weeks pregnant. And I was like, how long are people pregnant for? Like, of course, I know, but I'm like very confused.
No,
And
yeah,
so
you're probably in shock. Like,
I was in shock. And so I had a zip up on. And so the girl was like, oh, yeah, you don't even look pregnant. That must have been crazy. She was like, you really didn't know? And I was like, no, I really didn't know. And so then the like a midwife came in or something and came and talked to me and stuff, and she was like, so do you know what to do? And I was like, I'm so confused right now. I was like, is he okay? I went ziplining like 2 weeks ago.
oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
that's I was like, it's a boy. And so I was like, do you have any like paperwork about this? Because I
Yeah.
have people I gotta tell about this. And I
Yeah.
was like, how do I tell my mom? Like, that's
Oh my.
weird. That one's a weird one. Like, hey mom,
Yeah.
like, I'm super pregnant right now. Like, I'm halfway done. You're gonna
I'm
be a
halfway
grandma
done
in 19 weeks.
in 19 weeks. Oh my god. And you're the first with the
No.
grandbaby. Like,
Oh yeah. So
so that's crazy.
isn't it? It's so funny to picture like them, like I as a healthcare worker, that like just how surprised I was, and I was crying a lot and hearing his heartbeat, and you're like you're flooded with emotions, and so I had sent a picture to my friend and of like the ultrasound and the pregnancy test, and she's like, Olivia, that's not funny. That's like not funny at all, and Matt is gonna be really upset with you. And I was like, because that's like not a funny prank, right? Like, don't
Yeah.
prank someone, and not close to April Fools, nothing. I was like, it's kind of funny, but anyway, I, yeah, Matt's response gets me every time, and I don't know if he'll love that I shared it. But he goes, "Is it mine?"
I was just gonna say that. Is it a Garcia?
I was like, I'm not a hoe. I just didn't know. I'm just a hoe that didn't know. No, I was like, I am a good girl. I just didn't know I was pregnant. I'm just dumb. No. Um, so it was just a relief. He
Not a hoe.
was in shock. Oh, that didn't know. No, yeah, it was like he was in shock and everything, but it was really funny. And then, like, I mean, it's not that. it was pretty funny. We obviously both we have jobs, we have a house. It was
Yeah.
not like we were like we weren't like freaking out about like, oh my gosh, how are we going to do this? It
Well,
was just
let's
like,
make it known like you were in your how old were you? Like 24,
yeah,
25?
I was 25, I think, when I
You're
found out about
25
it. Yeah.
and Matt was like in his 30s.
Yeah. So
So it's like
you
it
were
wasn't
35.
like yeah, it wasn't like you guys were like 17 and 18. Like
Yeah.
you guys were like established in your careers. Like you had lived this full life, like
Yeah.
honestly, even
Yeah.
separate for a while. And it's like so it's so different. But I just like it's so funny because if you guys were to see her boy, like he is spitting images of his dad. Like
Yeah.
so much of him is his dad. Like it's like there's no denial. Like you don't even need a blood test. You can look at the kid and you're like, he's definitely a mix of you
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Like he's
Yes.
so cute.
It's just so funny. And I I mean, of course, I wasn't like, we weren't like, oh, we kind of knew each other and hooking up, and that was
Yeah.
how it went. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to break this to this guy, and he's gonna have to support me. We were like in a relationship.
Yeah.
It was just like, I think. I think when you're 39 years old, you're like, I, I don't know if you're like thinking about having kids. We weren't talking about it a lot. I was 25. I really wanted to wait and to have kids until I was like in my 30s. I thought I
Yeah.
was going to maybe go become a nurse first and things like that. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of different moving parts of this. And I was like, I'm 25. I've got to go to, Italy and all these places before I have kids. And then, obviously like best thing to have ever happened like in the whole world. And it was so fun, and like it was nice because we could just kind of enjoy the pregnancy, and we were like, I guess he's good. Like
Yeah.
like it was like it was just such a roller coaster because like 2 days later we were going in for the anatomy scan,
That's
and
so
of course
crazy.
like all of those symptoms I'm like, oh my gosh, well, you couldn't go to the open house because you were pregnant. Your boobs hurt. And like just so many things like that where it's like, oh, all of my feet wouldn't fit into my Birkenstocks because they were swollen because you were
That's
pregnant.
so
You
crazy.
ate so much Panda Express. Although I will say that coyote I still think was an omen of some sort. So
I mean, the fact that it got you to like start thinking about something,
yeah,
like
yes,
crazy.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
I always look back. It was like, no, it was November 19th, and every year that coyote pops up as a picture because I was taking pictures of it because I was like, why are you following us? This is so weird. And I wasn't like threatened by him or anything or it. And yeah, just so funny.
So,
So
so what's that story behind the coyote that we've seen now twice on that trail?
I know. Well, okay, that's so funny because I was like, wait, the first time we saw it, were you pregnant? I was like, I have to go back, and I was just thinking about this the
No.
other day, and because I was like, oh my gosh, that coyote is
That'd be
probably letting us know. And
crazy.
it's the one thing, it's why, like, when people are like, oh, I go out and I hunt coyotes, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're like connected to our universe in some spiritual way. I'm always convinced. I don't know what that one that was like crossing over the path. I think that was just there to scare us. But
I know that was pretty freaky. It was like dark outside, you guys. We were on this run, and this coyote was like just standing there. I don't think it would have done anything to us, but like they go in packs. So I was like, if there's one, where's the other five? Like
yeah.
I don't want them thinking that we're easy targets.
Yes, exactly. I know.
Oh
Yeah, so
man.
Shanna's like, no.
Get. I sounded like a crazy person probably to like everybody that was on that trail. Like there's a bunch of houses that follow the trail, and me and Olivia always just laugh because we're this loud when we run at 5 a.m. in the morning, and
Yeah.
so people just like, oh, those poor people, they hear us coming.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So I was like, I was just thinking about that the other day because when I was running on the trail, and I was like, oh, that coyote, and I was like, I don't know what that other one was, but the one in the river could have been. And well, because Shanna would always tell me, she always goes, I'm really sensitive to pregnancy, which is
I
like
am.
the funniest statement in a way, like in so many ways, like because you could take it in any way. Like, is it the symptoms? Is it susceptible to getting pregnant?
Yeah.
Because and things like that. And so it was just so funny when you did tell me that you were pregnant. I was like, wow, she is really sensitive to pregnancy. And I was like, does that mean I'm not in a way? Because but I didn't know with Grayson for so long.
Yeah.
But I will say with Charlotte, I did. I mean, we were trying, obviously, but um, symptoms wise. I think you're just so much more aware of so many things. Plus, when you're running at the level that you're running,
Yeah, I think that's
also,
why.
yeah, like you're
Mhm.
very in tune with your body. And like that's why talking about like your speed workout last night, like the fact that you even felt good enough. Also, guys, I want to just say this. Shanna went out at like late, like after dinner and was like, I'm gonna go do a speed workout. And I am a dedicated runner, but I am not that dedicated.
No, she would have done it. I've seen Olivia do some crazy shit. I mean, it sometimes is what gets me out the door. Like, I literally can't tell you guys. Like, so Olivia does this thing when we're on workouts or runs or whatever together. She's like, if I could just talk myself through this 9 miles, anybody can get through 9 miles. And I was like, girl, anyone can get through 3 minutes. 9 miles? Like, that's like a whole race. Like, and so I laugh because last night I can't tell you like how many times we're like the out of breath feeling because those like fart like intervals they're meant to simulate like you catch your breath enough to like be able to go hard again for 2 more minutes at the same effort like as if you didn't stop, but the stopping almost makes it harder.
Mhm.
And so, because you're like slowing down and then you have to bring back up speed. So it's like the lactate is kind of like building up and then you don't get enough rest to like alleviate it.
Yeah.
And it's just to treat your body, like teach your body how to like push that lactate through more efficiently. Those workouts always get me every time. I'm like, he says jog and I take it literal. I'm like, shag, like just shuffle your legs enough to
Yeah.
where it looks like you're putting an effort in. But anyways, yeah. So I had her in my mind all last night on like my fourth and fifth rep, where I was like, "You're pregnant. You don't have to do all 5 reps." And then I was like, "No." If Olivia was right next to me, she would tell me anybody can get through 2 more reps.
I would. I'm always like, the mindset switch of like, oh, you only have this much left, no matter
Yeah.
what the distance is. Like, I will do if I have a 20 miler and I've already done a whole mile. I'm like, oh my God, you're so close to being done. You have 19 miles left. Like, that's crazy. And like the other day, had that like a broken up workout of 9 miles, and then 3 hours later, I did another nine. And it's hard to take rest in between that because sometimes you're like, oh, I just want to get it all done. But I was like, how am I going to get through 9 miles? And then I was like, honestly, if you use your first three as a warm up, and then you only have 6 miles left, and then 6 miles is nothing. But then also, like, by the time you're at the 6 mile mark, you only have 3 miles left, which is technically a cool down. I was like, you can do anything. And I was like, this is insane. But it works, sort of. I mean,
It
yeah.
does work for you.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy. And I'm like, she's meant to be an endurance runner because my mid distance mine is like anything. I'm like, break it up in half-mile increments. And Olivia's like,
Yeah.
break it up in 5 mile increments. And I'm like,
Which is so funny because if you put me on a track, I'm like, around it twice? That seems crazy. Like, I'm like, once is every time I see a track, I'm like, it's so much bigger than I remember at 400 meters.
it
I
is
mean,
looks so much bigger than it does
every
on the
time.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's so true.
Something around like looping. I don't know why. It just looks
Yeah.
like that's only a quarter of a mile. Like how is that possible?
Exactly. Yeah, because I feel like when you're like typing in the workouts, you're like, oh, actually, this seems really manageable. And then when you go and look at it, because if I'm running a quarter of a mile on a flat road, I'm like, well, that was a whole quarter of a mile, like, wow, it just seems so like, and so to do like an 800, I'm like, two times, I'm tired after one time.
I know.
So what? Like, yeah. So for me, like taking intensity down and just going longer, much better. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, although I did like 70 minutes on the treadmill today, I'm like, "Whew, I cannot do more than that." So yeah,
I
but
know how it so going into that, like how are you feeling with taper? You have your race next weekend, next Sunday, which
yeah.
is crazy. I can't believe you guys are already there. So how
I
are
know.
you feeling? Like this is your final like weeks leading up into the race.
Yes, I feel super. Oh, hold on. What's up? Here, you have to turn this down if you're gonna sit with me. Okay. Oh, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say
Hi,
hi?
Charlotte.
Oh, should we do your hair in a second? Um, so it's crazy thinking that the race is so close. I don't I don't enjoy the taper. I don't look forward to it. I like my routine. I like high mileage. I like all
Mommy,
of
I
that.
need help turning
Okay, but
it
we have to
down.
keep it super low, remember? Unless
All
you want,
the
do you want
way?
to sit up there with the dogs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's up.
Okay.
A little.
I'll throw it, okay? Hold on, let's make sure I don't hit the dog in the head. Sorry. To get her dressed. It's like it's gonna be someone today on the trail was like, or on our sidewalk was like, oh, she should have worn shoes. And I was like, she is wearing clothes and she's fed. I am winning right now.
Yes, you are.
Fine. I have to battle shoes and hair later. I do
Yes.
everything in increments.
Yes.
Um, but I like the routine of like I could go on marathon training for a long time. I like the routine and I like the Tuesday workout, the Friday. I like the long run on Saturday. And so I will say this time around, I'm very much looking forward to the taper just because I've had this cold and I need to know that if I recover, if I let my body physically recover, that this cold will go away and that everything will settle down. And because the week of the race tapering, like part of like the taper crazies is that you're like almost out of routine, even though you're still running. Like the intensity has gone down so much that you feel like, I imagine this is what my dog feels like when he's on a leash. He's terrible on a
Yes.
leash. Like, you're just like pent up, but that's how I feel. Like even yesterday, I think I did my shortest run that I've done in probably 6 or 7 weeks. And I all day was like, I feel like I should do more. I want to do more. Should I go do more? And I was like, don't. Like, you're sick, one, or I'm like on the mend, which is good. But I was like, your body doesn't need it. Like, you'll still be able to run 26 miles
Yeah.
whether you run more today or not. And I think it's just hard because this is like the time that the taper is about to start and all the doubt actually does creep in. Like,
Mhm.
if I felt this bad during an easy run, like I didn't feel like amazing this morning. So just treadmill early. I'm like, I have to get the kids to school. We had things scheduled. Am I gonna do my hair? Like my mind is busy, just silly things. I have to do her hair. How am I
Yeah.
gonna do that? Like anyway, and so I'm like, my mind is so busy, and so that's when doubt creeps in. It's like, am I going to feel like this during the race? Like, what if this cold doesn't actually get better? What if it's one of these lingering colds and like all of a sudden it turns into a cough? Am I going to be coughing on race day? And it's like, if I am, I am, but I know that I've had it for this long and everything's gonna be okay. I think that just like the doubt that creeps in where it's like, I've performed really well in so many workouts. Like, did I do too much? And then, or it's like, did I not do enough? And then, you're just like doubting everything. But I still have like a workout tomorrow. I have 1Ks tomorrow, which like, I'm always like, Coach, why do you hate me? I hate 1Ks.
So
I like
true.
love them, but I hate them.
Yeah.
But
They suck.
they're like a great, it's like a great workout just for like a little, it's not even like a confidence booster. It's just like a good one for turnover and stuff. So I'm feeling really good. I think this is like the first race in a long time where there hasn't been a lot of like outside situations. Like for
Yeah.
CIM, it was like I lived in Cedar. I was really unhappy up there. I was frustrated. Like, am I being like a victim of my situation? Am I not making the best of it? And then for OC, I was like, we were selling our house then and stuff like that. And so I am so like this one, it's been like a tough couple of months in the sense of like my husband's doing this and that, and so I'm really excited to spend some time with him in Chicago and just hang out and go to nice meals and things like that, and maybe talk about something other than like our daily schedules. It'll be so nice.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm like really excited and to meet so many people. I'm so excited about that. And yeah, so there's so many like exciting factors around it. I think the actual race itself, I'm so excited about. I'm always nervous about race day logistics.
I
Like
know. Yeah.
every
So
time.
stressful.
Every time. I'm like, oh my gosh. I I'm nervous about flying there. I'm nervous about like, well, people are saying that you have to get there so early now, but I'm like, last time I went, I didn't get there that early, and I was
Mhm.
fine. I don't know. And I like to be there really early, but I was like right on time. Everything was easy. I didn't wait in tons of lines and stuff. So I'm like, did it change? It's just so funny. You start to like question absolutely everything. So I'm gonna be on my period during the race. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Just another
I know.
amazing addition to having to factor that in. Another logistical thing.
I know. That's like
So,
the worst when your period lands. I know you've had it a
yeah,
few times, so it's like you're
yeah,
used to it at this point, but it's so
yeah.
frustrating when that happens. You're like, come on, it could have just like
No.
finished or waited a
Yeah,
couple more days. I don't know.
seriously. Even just for outfit standpoint.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
wear black
know.
again. I'm so sick of wearing black shorts to races. That is so annoying,
It's so
but
true.
a necessity at this point. So, um, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like it's not something that I can change. So, at least being prepared for it. Also, knowing that I can perform well on my period is a huge part of it. I don't know if it's true about the testosterone levels, but I have fully convinced myself that my that whatever hormones are happening in my body on day 2 of my period, that it is amazing, and I will gaslight myself into that like nobody's business. I'll be like, it's making me so powerful. It's
Hey, if it
probably
works for you, it works for you, right?
yeah, it's like breaking up the race into 3 different sections of 9 miles, 9 miles, and another 8. So
So crazy.
same thing. Yeah. Be like, it's not that bad. It's just 9 plus 9 plus 8.2. Anybody can do it.
Anybody
Yeah.
can do it.
So it's exciting. I feel like, I mean, you feel like this too, I'm sure, with like just feeling like you want to finally just use all that speed in some way, shape, or form. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you probably feel this because you've done so many workouts where you have built up, you've done long run workouts, which is essentially like I don't know. For me, the long run just means so much. Like
Yeah.
it really just is such a different kind of confidence booster. But each one makes you feel closer to race day. Every time you do it. So it's like for you now, not having a race on the books, I'm sure you feel like I need to expend this energy.
Yes, it's so true. I think that's why that workout felt so satisfying. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I just need to know I still have it in me because I haven't
Yes.
raced in a while to prove it. So it's just like nice to see that, like, oh, okay, I could still see fives like
Yes.
somewhere in my fitness. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Which
so
is
true.
crazy. Yeah. I know. I really do wish that it was just easier to go and race. I'm surprised that considering we are so close to Vegas, that there
Mhm.
isn't more there going on, or that it's not a bigger running scene because it is
Yeah.
pretty flat there. I'm just surprised, I
Mhm.
guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what my next venture will be, putting on races.
Do
I'm just
it.
and so I would be like, I lost everybody's registration. Sorry, guys. My dogs ate it. My child ate it. Charlotte peed on it.
My child colored all over your bib. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that would be so real. It would be like Grayson accidentally dropped his oatmeal on it. So mine is just a little crunchy. Yeah.
A little crunchy.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
man.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Anyways, I grandma's registration opened up last night, and I was
So
so close to
exciting.
registering. I know the half marathon sold out in 75 minutes.
No.
It's crazy.
That
That
is
was
insane.
it's such a big race. I didn't know, and I was like, it's a great race. It's not even that it's a big race because they do have limited spots. It's just that it's a great race.
I think it's because it's just it's you get what you get. Like it doesn't change year to year. Like the weather's pretty consistent. The course is fast. It's a PR friendly. So it's just like you get what you get every year. It's very consistent in its results. And so it's like and then the time frame of when it falls in like June. So you have
Yep.
like a good amount of time to build for one more marathon by the end of the year if you want to. It's the timing works so good.
Yeah, that's so true. That's what I was like trying to explain because Matt was like, "Why would you want to do it again?" Charlotte, you have school in a little bit. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Or go pick out an outfit. Um,
You should do it again. I'm all for it.
I know. I know. I probably will. It's hard to like be going into a race and being like, hey, I'm gonna sign up for another one that
I
requires us
know.
to fly somewhere,
Yeah.
lodging. But I feel, I mean, if anything, I think I would probably just go by myself, go do
Mhm.
it, and I feel like once I run Chicago too, I'll have a much more clearer vision for what next year will look like. So
It's true.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just exciting. I think, I definitely want to pump the brakes on the majors. That's like a big one for me. I mean, I don't do a bunch of majors, so
Yeah.
I don't need to pump the brakes on it, I guess. I haven't done one in 2 years now. Um, but they are just such a big endeavor, and
I
there are
know.
so many great races. And yeah, I just logistically, I feel, and like at the time that it falls in June is just such a good time. But because
Yeah.
Matt was like, well, what about like Houston? You've talked about that one. I'm like, that's in January. We are not. I will not be running another one in January. And like I've noticed how much harder these marathons are on my body now. And
Yeah.
just taking the time to like respect that, plus those 2 weeks off after and everything. So
Those mandatory 2 weeks off. Just
yeah,
as hard as the taper, I swear, if not harder.
they really are. The first week, amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Like it
The
feels
second
so
week.
good. The second week is like, I don't like this at all, and you probably won't like me at all.
Yes.
I'm not
That's
running.
what it is. You're not gonna like the version of me that doesn't run.
Yeah, it's so true. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? More laundry? Because I have energy to do it now.
What about how am I supposed to use the excuse to not do laundry when I'm not running?
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly it. But I will be pacing my cousin in a race. If anybody's doing the Las Vegas Marathon, I'm going to be pacing her doing it. So that's exciting. I don't
That's
know
so
what to
exciting.
expect for that one. I think it's only the second year that that race has been on.
Oh,
So
crazy. It's pretty
yeah,
small still. When is
yeah,
that?
it is October 25th. So
I should sign up for that one.
you should sign up
Is
for
it
it.
already closed?
No, probably not.
Is
You
it
should.
is it like pretty steep down?
No, it's not.
Flat?
It's not flat. It's like a very gradual. I'll
Oh,
send you the
okay.
course map. Yeah.
I'll
I,
have to try that one.
yeah, I was, it, well, I don't know
Dang
if
it, I
I'll,
wish you could pace me.
I know,
Come
right?
pace me.
I wish we could just run it together. I would be like, wait, I see you up there. So, yeah, I like, I'm not making like a coaching announcement. I have been coaching
Yeah,
someone to do this race specifically.
she's
So,
making a coaching announcement. She's coaching.
yeah, this is my plug. Anybody? No, I've been coaching. It's
Mommy, I need help.
okay, honey. And so we've been discussing like the rate, like what race day will look like a lot. And so I I I was talking to him about how easy it is to just go out too fast, especially with like it is just a very gradual. I think it's less of a drop than Mesa. I'm pretty sure as far as like Boston qualifying standards, you wouldn't have to add on any extra time. I would have to double check that, but
Okay.
I know it's not under the like 2,600 foot drop at all.
Yeah.
Um, and so I've been talking to him just about like logistics of what even like a gradual downhill can do
Yeah.
because it means like doesn't take the bonk factor out of it. You could still bonk pretty
Hmm.
easily if you're doing that, and it's just so easy to go out too fast on those kinds of courses because especially with a gradual, you never know when it like I feel like those up, like anything then when it's like up a little bit, it's like, oh my gosh, this hill was so jarring. It was like,
Yeah.
and it's like you just have to be prepared for it. Like you do want to bank time essentially, like or
Yeah.
store energy, like bank your energy because towards the end you don't have any push left if you haven't banked any of that. And so just discussing that because you know when I showed him the course map, I was like, oh, it's like a slight decline. You might feel like really, really good for those first 16, but like be prepared, like that you might not feel that good because, it's hard to like navigate that because I am so used to flat courses where you can well, CIM isn't a flat course by any means. CIM is like you strategically run up a little bit and then down a little bit, and you always like for me it was like run 655. Yeah,
Yeah.
up and down, up and down. It's like run 655, 650, 655, and then,
Mhm.
you can lean into a little bit more. So your average is one thing. And I was just thinking about that. I was like, anybody who's running CIM, like right now is the time that
It's
if you're on a
true.
treadmill, you start adding
Yes.
ups
Like
and downs,
every
no matter.
3 minutes, every three
Yes.
minutes, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause that is the game changer. Because I remember being like, "Oh, I knew it was going to be hilly." I did not know. It's like someone who it was like handing a child a pencil and being like, "Draw a road," and they were like, like just up and down, up and down, up and down. Like it's like, oh my gosh,
And the map
wow,
doesn't do it justice because the map it'll show the hills on it, but
yeah,
it's like little bumps and it looks like
yeah,
it's going downhill the whole time. Which
yes,
I mean, your first half of your race is faster. Like my first half has always been consistently faster than my second half
yeah,
where it levels out. But it's still up and down. So mile 18, when you hit that and it starts flattening out just
yes.
pancake flat, you're like, what is this?
Yes, yeah. And it like doesn't feel good. You're like, because at first you're like, oh my gosh, I would do anything for like a flat straightaway. After
Yes.
like mile, like, I don't know, 13, 14.
Yes.
And then when you hit the flat straightaway, you're like, actually, I take the hills again.
I know.
It's
I need
so
some
weird.
momentum up and down.
Yeah, it is the weirdest thing. It's like you would take the other either way just because you are so fatigued. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's so hard to like explain how much up and down there really is with that course. And it's strategic. It is super super. It's a great race. I would love to do it because mentally I would be so much more prepared now to go and just because I would do my treadmill every 3 minutes if I could because I
Yes.
did train a lot of hills. I trained a ton of uphill,
Yeah.
but I didn't account for like when I run, I don't have quick leg turnover. I run at the same. If I'm running a half marathon, I'm running the same as I'm running a marathon. I don't have quick leg turnover just because it's something that I haven't worked on and it's something that's on my mind quite a bit. So for me, when I'm running downhill, there's not like quicker leg turnovers. So for me, it's like I fatigue very quickly on any kind of downhill because all of a sudden my legs are like falling and it's like my legs are not used to going that fast and
Yeah.
yeah, so hence why like I get mad about 1Ks quite a bit because I'm like, wait, that's so much faster than a marathon would be at.
It's so
So
true. Oh man.
yeah.
Well, I gotta go pick up Hazel from
Oh
preschool. I was like,
yes,
oh shoot, it's already
I
11:53.
know. I gotta go do drop off.
I
So
know you got to get your girl ready.
yeah,
But we do want to let you guys know this. So this will be our new landing platform. We'll be pushing that link out more consistently just to get everybody to realize that we're shifting over to this platform. And yeah, I mean we're still accepting reviews. We want to hear like I guess today we talked about unhinged, figuring out that you're pregnant, right? So I think it'd be fun if you guys submitted. If any of you have like any pregnancy stories of you finding out that you're pregnant that are just like crazy or just like
yeah.
a cool memory or cool experience that you had, submit those because we kind of want to do like a fun episode in the future where we just like banter off of them. We read them, we talk about them, and just like discuss it. We think that'd be a fun connection with the community. So,
Yeah, we want to
um,
tell your stories as well.
yes, yeah,
Eventually, we're gonna run out of them, but like we want to tell your guys' stories. So
yes,
whatever you got, send it.
yeah. Well, thanks so much for listening to us, and we're
Yes, thank
excited. We got a lot
you.
of fun content coming your guys' way. So, stay
Yes.
tuned and keep listening.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.